Delicious. Hello everybody, I hope y'all are having yourselves a good morning, day, night, evening, whatever time zone y'all are in. I hope it is a good one, whatever it may be. For me, it is, as usual, a rough wake up to the morning, but I mean, hey, we're at least here, and I'm ready to do what I'm ready to do. And what am I doing, you may ask? Well, I'm glad you didn't. Basically, for anybody that doesn't know, music decided to go ahead and just be like that. Morning for me too. Nice. Okay. Yes, our time indeed there, Diamond. Now, to put into perspective, some of you may be wondering what's happening right now, and the music might be a bit of a dead giveaway, but to put in perspective, about roughly 5 years ago, well, actually, pretty much almost exactly 5 years ago. We just got to add a day. Well, tomorrow is going to be the 5th anniversary of the game Ghost of Tsushima. And because of what we're going to be streaming tomorrow, which, by the way, be ready for that. What we're going to be streaming tomorrow is going to be heavily unrelated to Ghost of Tsushima. But after playing it and finishing it this year, I wanted to go ahead and commemorate it for how great of a game it is. Which, by the way, if you haven't tried it out, I heavily recommend it. And to show my appreciation for that game and how good it is, I wanted to go ahead and make an art piece for this game to help commemorate 5 long years of this game being out. And I know I'm kind of like, I guess in some ways, a bit of a light fan whenever it comes to it. But I still wanted to go ahead and show my appreciation for the game. I have no money left, then rob a bank. No, I'm kidding, don't do that. I mean, hey, if you ever get the chance to get it, then I heavily recommend it. But that's only if you have the chance to get it or at least play it. If you happen to know somebody that has it and they can lend it to you for a bit, then that would be great. It doesn't matter how you get the chance to get it, I definitely recommend it. Destiny 2 has Star Wars stuff out of it. Okay, alright, fair. But yeah, I wanted to make this art piece just because of the fact that, like, as I said, it's been 5 years since the game came out. and Ghost of Yote is going to be coming out later this year. So why not go ahead and try to make a little art piece to help commemorate a nice 5-year journey to the people who have made to the people who made Ghost of Tsushima and the people of Sucker Punch for making this game. You know what I say? You know what? You know what I say to that, there, Diamond? You know what I say to that? Do it. Anybody that didn't see it? I just got ahead and put those emotes into chat. I just put the personal do it emote into the chat. But anyway, yeah. But for real though, I believe it is time for us to actually get into making this art piece now. We've wasted a bit of time just talking about it. But first, before I do, a little reminder for anybody that doesn't know what's going on up there. I happen to have a Red Bubble and a coffee, so if you want to help support your boy in any sort of which way whatsoever, you can head over to those websites and feel free to do so. My Red Bubble, I have stickers of my own personal design, so if you want to help rep your boy in any sort of way, which way whatsoever, then feel free to go over there and do so. And if you want to help, and if you want... and if you want some art done by me for you or for a friend or whatever sort of purposes you want, then feel free to go over to my coffee. I do archibishops of all types, and I even do Twitch emotes, so if that's something that you want, feel free to head over there. But yeah, anyway, with all that said and done, let's actually get into the art. Okay, so the one thing I was just kind of thinking of doing is just keeping it a bit simple. Quit trying to be that, but have I can't decipher your rap. Hey, don't worry, buddy. Don't even need to worry about anything that I'm saying right now. You just gotta go ahead and listen. That's all you need to do. That's all you gotta do. You gotta listen. You gotta watch. That's all that really matters. You know, funny enough, when it comes to like rapping, I'm not the fastest rapper, funny enough. And I have like had my fair share of like kind of like rapping along with certain Eminem songs, but only certain ones. Like even when it comes to it, Rap God and Godzilla, I can't do rap. I can barely at all even do Rap God, and I can kind of do Godzilla. It's still a work in progress. I can only get like a majority of the song except for the end. My brain gets hung up on words easily. My doctor says it may be because of my autism a bit. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that there, my friend. I feel that there. Alright. But for the art piece that we're making, we're going to be, for the most part, kind of replicating this little scene right here. This little piece as a little commemorance, and I'm going to try my best to make it actually, make the sword itself here. Why is that brown? Make the sword itself here more similar to the actual, clan of the game. What is the name of the clan again? I forgot. Fuck, I can't remember. All right, hold on one second. I need to remind myself. All right, hold on. Ghost of Tsushima. Main clan name. The Sakai clan. All right. I forgot, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make it look like the sword that is in reference to the Sakai clan, which is of course this lovely logo that we associate the game with. There's a bit of a rough sketch of what it is, but yeah, basically what it's supposed to represent is just like the two mountains of Tsushima, or the twin mountains of Tsushima, I believe. If I'm correct on that, I don't remember if I am, but that's at least what we're gonna try to go for, and we're gonna have. We're gonna get at least a rough sketch out of the idea, and then we're gonna switch over to some lovely oil paint to kind of help give it that little look of like it was made by hand a little bit. But anywho, we're only going to go for a semi sort of similar look for when it comes to this piece up here. I'm not going to entirely try to go for a one-to-one. I'm just going to go for something that at least looks a bit like it. And that even goes for the tree here as well. But yeah, I will say though, I am heavily excited for Ghost of Yote whenever it comes out. That is going to be a game that I can already tell is going to be great. Isn't the app called Procreate? Yes, it is. At least the one that I'm using, it is Procreate. And funny enough, I also do have Procreate Dreams, but I have yet to really get a good grasp of animating. Because I am not an animator. I've been trying to practice a little bit, but I'm still trying. You know, as I usually say, sucking at something is the first step to being sort of good at something. Hold on. Okay, yeah, right. That's how it goes. I'm still in need of an iPad for it. Huh? Oh, animator. Okay, yeah, I kind of got confused for a second. Like, you, does that mean you? Are you saying that you animate Diamond, or or did I miss something? and let me tell you, it took me over 2 fucking months to make a simple short walking PNG. Oh yeah, I feel you there, man. I mean, the thing is though, I will say, for me, I actually did practice trying to animate a walk cycle. Because I just followed this like random tutorial that I found online, which was by an animator who does stop motion animation, funny enough, by the name of Cranbush, or maybe you might have heard of them. But I followed their tutorial series, funny enough, and I actually practiced trying to make like a walk cycle, trying to get like an animation of like walking down, or at least like how I would imagine characters walking with my art style. And I say, I feel like I did pretty good. I feel like I did a decent job. I do believe I might have posted it on Twitter a long while back, but because of how Twitter is with art right now and how Twitter is in general, I may have deleted it, so sadly it might not be anywhere for the world to see at the moment. I think I do know of them, and I did a stop motion paper animation for a school project. I also did one with clay. I don't have Twitter. Yeah, I do, but I just don't use it much anymore. The only thing I use it for is just to get like updated to people that have not made a transfer from Twitter to Blue Sky, which I personally do have a Blue Sky, so if you want to follow me on that, feel free. Sorry to sound like a shill, but it's just like fuck it, whatever. But yeah, I do mainly post on that, and I think I might end up like reposting it on over there sometime. Again, I would need to like dig through some of the animations that I have made and just kind of like go from there. Because I will say I remember there was one animation that I did a while back that I am actually like heavily proud of. It, funny enough, was supposed to be like a it was supposed to be like a test for like a eye blink animation, and then it just kind of turned into something completely different. I've been thinking of posting some pieces of art at least once a month to lead up to some sort of reveal. Oh. Oh boy. That does sound interesting there, Diamond. Sounds very interesting. I know you probably want to keep it like a little bit more of a secret, but any chance you could get us what it might lead to, or even just like a little hint of what it might lead to. No? But I don't have the iPad to make those pieces yet. Yeah, for me, I'll say right now, it was definitely kind of a, like, not necessarily tricky to get the iPad that I have right now, but it definitely was a slight hassle. Because I'm using the iPad Pro before the newest one that just came up, so already it has something to do with Diamond, my Twitch OC. Nice. Nice.
Hello.
Hi, Cocker. Hello. How's it going there, my man? How's work treating you? But yeah, I remember saving up specifically just to go ahead and get this iPad, and then about about a month later, after it shipped out, they announced the next new one, and I'm like, oh fuck me. I mean, hey, at least I got a new modern iPad, so can't really complain there, I guess. I wanted to go ahead and get this just because, like, for me, I've always been kind of like I hate to say it, but I've always been like an iPad kid, so it's kind of like something I'm used to. Work steady, nice to hear. And I wanted to upgrade to this one because the previous iPad I had, it does work, but sadly the screen is cracked to shit. Funny enough, in the most stupidest of ways, too. Hopefully quiets down early. One can only hope, my friend, but I wish the best of luck to you with that. But yeah, I was gonna say with my previous iPad, the screen got cracked in the most stupidest of ways, and it was not because of like me dropping it. There was one instance where I did drop it and there was like a tiny crack in the corner, and I was like, that's nothing, because it didn't like get over the screen or anything at the time. I'm back. The stream was behind on mine. But yeah, I was saying, the previous iPad I had, just kind of like got cracked to shit. And the first time it got cracked, it was like, it just hit like the corner, and it just had like the tiniest like crack and dent on the corner of it. And it wasn't like big enough to worry about. It didn't like cover over the screen. It was just like in the corner. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that's not really worth kind of like going into and getting a replacement. It's fine. I'm on mobile, damn rip iPad. Yeah. But over time though, it did get a larger crack in probably one of the stupidest of ways, and that was because of the case that was holding it. Funny enough. That is not a joke. The case that I had was like one of these weird cases where, hold on, it's kind of like this. Where like, the case is like this. There's a little gap right here for a flap to cover it. And it's all made out of cardboard and like stitchings. And then the part that holds the iPad, holds it like this on each corner. It has little clips that just hold it in place in each corner. And at first you think, you know, that's not too bad of an idea. How come a lot of cases don't do that? There's a reason. I found out there's a reason, and it's because one of these little clip thingies can just go ahead and just crack the corners of your iPad if you're not careful. And I learned that the hard way when it broke somehow in the backpack I was holding it in. So yeah, I kind of sadly found out the rough way of like why people don't usually get those cases, but now I got me a sturdy case that doesn't fucking crack the screen. It holds onto the iPad tightly, and also, funny enough, it's just enough room for the crack cover that I have for it. By that I mean just like the crack resistant screen. The little protective screen thingy that most people usually get for a lot of their devices. And I must say, it definitely has held up for a while. I've had this iPad up for about like a little over a year now. And it has held up. I will say that it has held up. I also mainly got it just because of the fact that like I did get, with the previous iPad, I did get Procreate Dreams on there. But because of the fact that it was like an older iPad, i.e. the 6th generation iPad, it could not, and I mean it could not handle Procreate Dreams. It could handle Procreate just fine, but Dreams was a different story. Yeah, I will say though, it was actually definitely like a nice kind of change of pace with it too. Because like, it really made a difference when I made like the transfer. And I must say, I fucking love this thing. I love it. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna look up Sakai Clan Sword, hold on. Sakai Clan Sword. Boom. So that way I can get a good, accurate look of how it's supposed to look when in the ground here. After 24 hours, my destiny decided it's gonna take 11 more hours to download. Yeah. That definitely is a bit of a problem with Diamond. You know, though, I will say, as much as I do like Destiny, and I have said this multiple times before, I kind of had to make like a harsh decision to say that it wasn't for me. Not because of the fact that I think it might be bad at all. I have played like Destiny 1 a lot and I loved it. I played a bit of Destiny 2 and I think it's a great game. I heard Destiny was being canceled by community. What's up with that? I don't know. I don't keep up with that. It's the first time I'm hearing that news too, as well, there, Diamond. Yeah, I need a close up of that image. Oh, an image, a new tab. Wow, that's zoomed in. Perfectly, though, I will say. I swear, if it's about the lightsaber thing, I'ma shoot someone. I guess devs did something controversial, so community on a rampage. I don't know full specifics. Well then, alright. About as insane of a thing to hear next to the fucking horror story that Reaper told us yesterday. Or last night, I should say. Which, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, because since Reaper got ahead and decided to tell this, I'm gonna go ahead and tell it as well. Because Bungie did steal art from a different game. They stole it from an ex-employee. What? Okay, now to quote a very nice and very intellectual a line from, I believe, the movie Inglourious Bastards. Hey, shoot that guy. Shoot the guy who stole it. I don't think it's rated, to be honest. Either way, still shoot that guy. Specifically his big toe? No, I'm saying go ahead and shoot him in the part of the chest where it won't obviously hurt any vital organs, and just kind of like graze the bullet on this on one of his ribs, like graze it a little bit, you know. Show him we mean business. And so somehow a few of these videos lead all the way back to Aztec Cross. Wait, what? Oh wait, is that like a thing involved with the game? Because I haven't caught up with the game since maybe around the time when Destiny 2 became free. Big Destiny 2 YouTuber? Okay. I would not know, sadly. I myself, as I said, have not caught up with Destiny for a very long while. Just keep all of his socks wet and pillows warm, not cold. Yeah. I'm gonna jump out of stream to watch one vid about it real quick. All right, no problem. Do what you need to. All I do ask is one thing: just don't bring the drama here, right fast. Feel free to look at drama in any sort of which way. I just humbly ask that we don't keep it on stream, because I like to keep drama away from here. This is a drama-free place, at least I try to make it. Time to bring the drama. Ugh. Ugh. I don't really like the idea of just having to like get involved with the drama, because like it's stupid. Like even if it was something involved with myself in any sort of which way whatsoever, I would not bring it up anywhere. At least in terms of just like not wanting to like hurt the mood or anything, you know? Did they ever announce when the new Wolverine game will officially drop? Sadly, no. I really am waiting to hear from that. Right now, from what it's seeming like, they're not canceling it, thank fuck. But I really do hope that we can get like some news about it soon. Hopefully we don't have a Bethesda Blade situation. Yeah, definitely, Big Sedge. Yeah, what is this one right now? Part of the Jitsu? Nice. You know what, we won't go with like all the amount of like diamond things going on here in the sword. And then a little of that, and then boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. It kind of helps sell the fact that it is the Sakai clan blade. I mean, the sword's a little limp, but it should give the idea across. Okay, now I need to look at that blade. I actually forgot what this little thing is, but it's like the thing where you have like an indent in the sword to help make it a little lighter and a little bit more lightweight, where it's like it's got like one of these. It does have a name. I forgot what the name is. Because like when it's jutting out, it's a spine. I do know that, but what is it when it's like indented? Like when it juts out, it's a spine, but when it's indented, I can't remember what it was. No, either way, I'm back in what I've got. What I've gotten from the video. Oh boy. Yeah, I just realized you're making a ghost as sushi man art. No, it's a sushi mama. Get it right. Is that it started probably today when Aztec Cross was being. Yes, I said sushi man. No, sushi mama. Get your facts right, boy. I said because that doesn't need to be there. That's not very base. It's what I hear a lot of people call it whenever they're joking about it. He was complaining about how contest mode or some shit like that. I don't really understand it in full because we have a day on raid with a new thing. I'm for the new Ghost game coming soon, but I don't have PS5. Hey, look, for me, I'm definitely excited too, and I do hope that eventually it gets onto PC sooner than later, other than how long it took for Ghost of Tsushima to get onto PC. Alright. I, for one, am very excited, and I hope that I will have at least enough of Decayers to get it later. Right now we got until October, so, yeah. Actually, maybe Conquer. I know you're probably going to be taking a while to ever even think about wanting to get a PS5, but around the time when Ghost of Tsushima, or no, Ghost of Yotei is going to be coming out, they're going to be launching 2 new PS5 Slim bundles with probably Ghost of Yotei on it. So that might be something to look into later. Because I'm not going to lie, while they're very simplistic designs for the console, they are very great. They are very great looking. Players who have to wait for the world's first raid team to clear it to be able to play it normally. What? That's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie there, Diamond. That's a bit weird. Hold on. Oh, fuck my back. Okay. I mean, yeah, but if anything, I need a new OC chair before a PS5. Fair. I mean, if I could actually give a recommendation, I would definitely go for one of the ones that are like, I don't know what they're called, but the ones with that like aren't entirely made out of leather and have like the fucking cross seats. Because I actually have a PC. Okay. Nah. Not really. Also, don't fall or screeching. Definitely not talking from experience. Yeah, but I was gonna say, Conquer, if you want like a good chair for reference, I can like send you a picture of the one that I have, or at least like I bought a while back, that I like swapped my previous chair with. Because I'm not gonna lie, this one is super nice in comparison to the leather chair. I definitely would prefer this. Looking at those Herman Miller chairs, don't, fucking don't. In my eyes, anything that's made out of leather is not worth it. Same goes with anything that is made with, that just in general has like a thick base that you can sit on. Like, no. I have a DX Racer King series and love it, but she's cooked. I bet. And hold on, actually, let me look up Herman Miller chairs, because it's been a minute since I last looked at those. Herman Miller chairs, alright. Oh, those ones. Well, for the ones that have like a netting, that is something I would definitely go for. But I would definitely go for a bit more of a cheaper option. Because the one I have, yeah, it is a bit cheaper in terms of like price, but it's still holding up. And honestly, if you ask me, because of one feature that has, I actually would prefer it over everything, because like it has this one little feature where like, you know how in some of those netting chairs, they have like the little cushion inside of it, so that way it does have like a little bit of support for your back. If you want, you can remove it, and that's what I did. Where is it actually? I have it somewhere around here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is just like the back thing that actually has like a little support for the back, but I kind of just got rid of it because like it actually was hurting my back a little bit, not gonna lie. Now without it, it feels great. Need to get one with the game toilet attached to the mouth. that is funny. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? What is that chair? I just realized, hold on, wait 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Okay, hold on 1 second. I want us all to collectively see this for a second real fast, because what the fuck did I just see? Image. Okay. Can we all collectively come together and just kind of just think to ourselves, what the fuck is this? What is this chair? What the fuck is this chair, and why is it almost $1,000 fucking dollars? Natural posture NPS 5700 chair. Bro, if anything, that's just gonna fuck your back up even more. I'm getting a backache just looking at it. Comes with Gucci pay. That's not enough to justify the price. Yeah, I have, the quote John Tron, I have several questions. I have several The thing is, I'm pretty sure that's not even a Herman Miller chair, too. Like, I looked up Herman... Yeah, it's not even Herman Miller! Why the fuck did that come up if it's not Herman Miller? Holy fuck, why is this one Herman Miller chair almost $1,500? And it's on sale right now. The actual price is $2,000. The fuck? So I have so many fucking diseases I can't remember which one does which. What? What? Where did that come from? Where the fuck did that come from? No, don't shoot that guy. Alright, I think now is actually about time that we actually get to, like, the art itself now. Put this on the top so that way we have an outline of where everything's got to be. Okay, so from what I can remember, I have pots. What? These shitty and weak joints that are also offset, so I'm uncomfortable all the time. And I know there's more, I just can't remember. Oh, scoliosis, okay. Damn, bro. If everything's that bad, if everything's really that bad in your body, then I hope everything's like, everything goes fine and smooth for you over time. Like, if everything's been alright so far, then hey, kudos to you, brother. But hopefully everything will be fine. I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how long you been dealing with that stuff? Had to make sure I was on the right layer. Okay, okay, my new idea head, I'm gonna put this on top as well, just so that way I have reference for later, and also I'm just gonna hide it for now. Majority of my life, it just started pulling up one by one. Actually, I think I might go for a little bit of a lighter look. I got pause when I got COVID 4 or 5 times. Damn. 4 or 5 times getting COVID. Holy shit. That is definitely unfortunate, my friend. Hopefully everything still is going good for you. I mean, you're here, so I could only imagine that everything just is going fine right now. Yeah, it sucked, but after around 3, it didn't matter as much. That shit should have set off some warning. It's good. It's good for now. Yeah, I hope so. Because I personally, at least as far as I'm aware, never got COVID. But still, I tried my best to make sure to keep it, like, away from me as best as possible. But even then, I've always had, like, crazy shit kind of going on with my body over the years. Because, like, even before COVID ever, like, was a thing that we needed to worry about. They say that one of the symptoms for COVID is that you can't taste. For me, I'll be honest, I rarely actually get the proper format of being able to taste shit. I rarely get like a good taste of anything whenever I eat anything or even drink anything. Also turns out if I stand up too fast, my blood pressure shifts fast and then I go blind. What? That's what? Gets COVID, decides to spice food, to do spicy food challenge temporarily. Well, I hope it's not dire. I gotta say, to be honest, that ain't healthy. Hold on, now. No, I'm curious. Stand up too fast. All right, hold on one second. Yeah, I'm good. I had to make sure that I didn't have anything crazy like that. I will admit, I do kind of get like random headaches every once in a while, so maybe that might be one thing. Like even that kind of like spouted a bit of a headache. My vision turns into one of those old TV sets losing connection, except it's a lot less like that, but yet the same in a way. I think I get what you're saying in a sort of way. Do you kind of like, in a way, do you kind of like see like random shapes a little bit and it kind of like differentiates in colors a lot? So I think I know exactly what you're talking about. There's no joke. I know for a fact that you can actually get that type of feeling if you kind of just like... Yeah, if you kind of like... hold down your eye a little bit. What I mean by that is kind of like this, where I heavily don't recommend anybody do this because I can tell you right now, it's probably not healthy for you, but basically... Oh boy, hold on, let me switch back. You go ahead, go to your eye, and you just like, literally ever so slightly push down on the bottom part of your eye. You do that and you can actually kind of like get a good representation of what that looks like. It is not great at all, but it's like the best way to kind of like get the idea. Know it different? That was the best way I could actually get it like across in a sort of way of like at least kind of understanding it. I at least tried to understand it. It's like using an awkward night filter. It's kind of what I was trying to go for with that. Also, I learned something. I stood up last night, walked into the bathroom, I turned on the light, and then I went blind. What the fuck? Like not stand up blind, like blind in a way. Dude. That is insane. I I just don't know what to say because I never really get those problems personally. I never get those problems. So I'm just sitting here like, how the fuck? How the hell does that even happen? Why does this kind of work a little bit? What I'm doing here. Ben, I don't know, I was scared as hell. Eventually my mom helped me back into my room and it eventually went away. Well, I'm glad to hear that, but at the same time, like, I know you probably, I've already seen one enough to kind of like be good friends with them, but you need to see a doctor about that, my man. I remember I lost my all hearing for a few weeks. What? What? I was actually deaf. Yeah, that's crazy. If anything, that might be more or less kind of like an ear infection, my guy. Because I remember I actually had like my first ear infection like a long while ago. Because I never really get ear infections or any sort of infection just in my ears in general. But basically, all I have, they said it's normal. It is. I partially refuse to believe that it's not. Honestly, for me, I hate to say it, but yeah, I kind of have to agree with you on that, buddy. Because I never get that problem. I got a bacteria from a hospital that ate my eardrums. Oh. Ooh. Yikes. Bro, to me, that doesn't sound like a hospital. That sounds like a laboratory. You need to get out of there before they cause Resident Evil to happen in real life. But yeah, I had like my first, kind of going to like what I was saying, I had my personal first ever ear infection, like, I want to say like maybe sometime around 2022, 2023-ish. But yeah, it was a time frame between 2022 and 2023, and it lasted weeks. I was on some heavy meds, but eventually they grew back. I'm always glad to hear that, man. And I'm always hoping that that bacteria that is in you is out now. Yeah. Before I decide to look it up, what is POTS? Because that I did not know that that was a name for like like a disease or something involved with the human body. The only POTS I know are the ones that you boil water with. Yeah, I got a visiting. You got a visiting my grandma. Speaking of the hearing thing, when my bathroom decided to chuck a fucking flashbang at me, I also couldn't really hear that well for some reason. I don't fucking know how that happened. Bro, you literally got flashbanged. Destinoma? What the? I mean, a flashbang can make you deaf too. All right, hold on. I'll just look up POTS real fast. All right. POTS, human body specifically. It's human body. All right, POTS. Oh, it's a posture thing, right? The symptoms of a person with POTS. Dizziness or lightheadedness, noticeable heartbeats, heart palpitations, chest pain, shortness of breath, shaking and sweating, fainting or nearly fainting. So it's quite literally just like a problem with every sort of body function. Okay. A condition where the body struggles to regulate blood pressure and heart rate when changing positions, especially when standing up. Yeah, me personally, I've never had any problems with POTS, personally. I don't think I've ever had to deal with it. At least I don't. At least I hope I don't have to deal with it. Alright. Yeah, all those things have happened at least once. That is unfortunate. Hopefully everything will be alright for you, man, and that whatever is going on might possibly pass, but obviously I can't really say anything, but hopefully everything will be alright over time. I can be sitting down and it can go up to 159. I can imagine that exercising is definitely a bit of a hassle for you then, huh? Having it like that would probably be better. And for reference, a fully grown man's heart rate that's like intensely working out will go up to a max of 130. So 150 and 159 is definitely bad. A heart rate hitting you like that definitely is just If I go over 200 beats per minute, I will get dizzy, and if it goes higher, then I'm out like a light. Yeah, I can imagine. Fuck, wrong thing. Which I have hit 200. I'm not gonna lie with you, I'm surprised you're still here. I mean that in a nice way. I'm at least glad that you're still here, but goddamn. Goddamn. Also, I can't run because that makes it skyrocket. Really wish my workout coach fucking knew that before forcing me to run in the aspect of the name sort of fits. Yeah, basically. I didn't know that there was an exercise named suicide. Hold on, I'm looking that up real fast to see what others. The exercise suicide. Suicide. It just gives me the help number. Which, by the way, if you are have a problem with that, I definitely heavily recommend looking up the suicide helpline. This is necessary. We don't need to lose any more people that are losing their mind because of stuff in their head. Yeah, it just keeps giving me the helpline. What the hell is suicides? For exercising, what? Yeah, it's where you start in a line, run a bit, run back, forward, run to a further line, run back to the OG line. That is interesting to say the least. Isn't that just basically the fitness grand pacer test in a way? And so on. Yeah, I could imagine. That's just asking for death. The fitness grand pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets harder as it continues. I think, I don't know, sometimes it does skyrocket, sometimes it don't. Fits into the aspect of unregulated heart rate. Yeah, I can imagine. Hold on a second. Oh, fuck my back. Sorry, I've been needing to stretch on my back for a while this whole morning because goddamn. Now the fitness grand pacer test is a legal way to kill someone. If you want to kill somebody with heart palpitations, go ahead and just hit them with the fitness grand pacer test. That'll go ahead and get them out of the way real quick. It's obviously a joke. Don't fucking do that, please. Imagine that joke with, like, I can just imagine you using that joke on Friends, just being like, if you want to kill somebody with heart palpitations, all you just need to do is this, and then plays the fitness grand pacer test audio. You know, funny enough, I do remember that I had that audio, like the full audio, at one point for my soundboard. But then, because of the fact that I swapped PCs, I no longer have it, sadly. Like, and I'm not kidding, it was the full-length audio of the whole pacer test. Forgive me with this stuff, I'm trying to at least like give it a little bit of roundness so that way it kind of looks a little more cloud-like. I think it's looking good. Alright. Oh, also predict what time you think my Destiny download will end. The current time is 10:09. I'll say... It looks really good so far. If that's the case, then I'll say... maybe somewhere around 30 minutes. If not, maybe an hour. As I know that Destiny can take a while to download. Believe me, I should know. I played Destiny 1 on the PlayStation 4. And I know you're not playing Destiny 1 there, Diamond, but at the same time, I know that Destiny 2 can definitely be a bit crazy with their upload speeds too. Very, very inaccurate. Oh boy. Then how long? How long we talking then, huh? Probably 9. Yep, that's Destiny, I know. Should have guessed that. Dude, okay, I was going to put 11 instead, but I don't want to make a reference. Hey, look, if you ask me, I know what you're talking about, by the way, and I was gonna say, if you ask me, they always say to never forget, but if you ask me, these jokes help us remember. If you tell a joke about it, you'll never forget it, because it's just gonna loop in your head over and over again. People always say never forget, make jokes about it, they'll never forget the joke. I know that when it comes to many jokes with it, I haven't forgotten them. Fair, yeah. You always say, you shouldn't make 9/11 jokes. It's very inoffensive. Well, I mean, hey, these jokes help us remember, so never forget, right? Put that on your Reddit. Fuck, wrong alert. No, you just wait a fucking minute. Hold on, I just realized something. I want to test something real fast. Hold on. Now hear me out for just a second. Oh my fuck, I think I found the perfect way to represent waves of the water. Oh my fucking fuck. Those look so much like waves. I should never be given the power to draw. Right, hold on. Better bring that back real quick. Really erase that. Just erasing real quick. Just for purposes of making sure that the water is at least semi-accurate with waves. Yeah, dude, that looks so much like water waves. Holy shit. I have found a mistake, and it's the best mistake I've ever made. Gonna need to add a couple more layers real quick, just for purposes of fake. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Just for the purposes of making sure that everything at least looks decent, you know? Now that just makes it look a little bit more like water in the air. How do you know the quote? How do you know the quote of most parents? What do you mean? Dang, I'm hungry, but also debating what to get for lunch today. Roll a d20, then decide. anything below a 10, you go for something unhealthy. Anything above a 10, you go for something healthy. Or at least semi-healthy, depending on where you are with the dice. Yeah, what do you mean quoting most parents there, Diamond? You know what, you were right. Proceeds to roll a D1. Decides to rolls it and rolls a natural 1. Damn it, McDonald's is ours. What range for healthy? What range for unhealthy? Now load up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I was gonna for range of healthy, I said anything below a 10 unhealthy, anything above a 10 healthy. Well, I'm trash or smash. You do not want to fight me then. I gotten a little bit back into it thanks to the Switch 2 that I got, and Lisa say it's worth the price. Now make the NPCs fight and name them different lunches. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what, that's a good idea. Just like load up some NPCs, label each one with like a roll to 12. Okay, then you gotta pick a restaurant that is at least semi-healthy. Or at least pick something that has a semi-healthy reliance to it, you know? Tacos, but yeah, you gotta get the healthy type of tacos that are like they got practically almost more veggie than meat in them, you know? Like a lot of lettuce, a lot of tomato, maybe if you're feeling like it, maybe some beans, and then a bit of beef with a sprinkle of cheddar, of some cheese. So talk about kinda, yeah. Or if you want, if you have everything with you, you can just go ahead and make your own handmade tacos. I mean, I don't know. Like from what I could tell from the pictures that you sent a while back, I can only assume that you have the ability to work at home there, Conquer. So I can barely play Splatoon until I get a Switch 2. My Switch keeps having a stroke. What, does it like shut off by itself or something? If you don't mind me asking there, Diamond. I've been on the fence about picking up Splatoon. I mean, 3, I will say I have 3. I mean, I will say it definitely is fun. From what I remember, it is fun. I've been enjoying Mario Party, though. I have not gotten any of the Mario Parties. Not a single one, at least not yet. Reason why is just because I saw the upgrade for Jamboree, and don't expect me to get that upgrade anytime soon. No keeps DCing after every match. Yike. Pick up Jamboree, we can play sometime. Maybe. Maybe. I say maybe just because, like, as much as I have played a couple Mario parties here and there, don't really know if I would just be, like, down to play it a lot of time. I got started Jamboree anyway. I got started Jamboree, standard Jamboree anyway, and have fun. Yeah, fair. I mean, from what I can tell, the upgrade kit for Jamboree hasn't come out yet. So, I mean, there's that. But even then, I still don't think... I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very much teetering on getting it or not. It's now starting to DC during matches. Yeah, either getting a Switch OLED or Switch 2 would definitely be worth it, just because of the fact that those Switches in general have a Ethernet port, so I might wait for next Splatoon. I mean, the thing is, I don't really know if they would make another Splatoon. We already have 3, so I don't really know if that would be kind of necessary, you know what I mean? Because, like, in terms of gameplay, at least from what I have played, I've only played Splatoon 2 and 3. They already announced... Brother! Brother. There... In my opinion, there's no necessary need for that. Like... I mean, I get that if like people are like saying like you should make the next one, you should make the next one, then fine. But at the same time, it's just like, bro, they are talking about Raiders. What? I think it's more a survival, but I know they also did a Switch 2 upgrade. They did? Hmm. Didn't know that they did that. I haven't heard anything about a Switch 2 upgrade for Splatoon 3. Alright, okay. I believe it's time for us to get to them stones in here. Um, Electrolytes taste like shit. Yeah, I'm excited for the Monkey Unga Bunga game dropping tomorrow. Yep, same here. Propel is bad. Bad. I don't know at all what you're talking about there, Diamond. At least you don't need to use thick water. I think I get what you're talking about now. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna shrink down the brush a little bit. Propel is a brand of electrolytes. Ah, I see. The thing is, for me, I never really had to deal with electrolytes much, at least from what I can understand. So it's not really anything for me to entirely worry about, as far as I'm aware. At least just for me personally. And now we bring this in. Forgive me, I am like now really focused on it. What the fuck? Where'd the eraser come from? I'm like really focused on like trying to draw this out now. Even apologize if I'm kind of like just like hearing, like being a part of the conversation, then just immediately dropping it like, hold on, focus time. Brightness on that a little bit. Like this. What the
It's
fuck?
Wednesday, my dudes. Ah.
Hey, Rilo, what's up? Thank you for the 5 bits, bro. Holy shit. I forgot that I made that my sound alert for bits. Anybody wondering what that was? That was literally just the fucking sound effect from the Punisher beating him up. But how you doing, Rilo? I haven't seen you since last night. Have you been doing alright, my friend? I'm gonna need to bring that up a little bit there. But yeah, you're right. I did realize it is Wednesday, so I need to go ahead and do one thing with this real quick. So that's something to scream during the morning. Oh fuck! I forgot that I forgot to enable touch. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to enable touch. Damn it. Oh, and even the fucking lurk bait. Damn it. This happens every morning. Doing alright, just reading? Wait, what are you reading, if you don't mind me asking there, Rila? Apologies for the fact that I am staying on the BRB screen for a minute here. It's just that for some reason, Tits likes to go ahead and load a little slowly. I don't know why, it just does. I'm surprised nobody threw anything earlier, to be honest. Wait, did I hear that right? Yes, you did. The Twitch integrated throwing system is just a little rough today, which is what TITCH stands for. Or your significant other, whichever goes which way. Yes, TITS, Twitch integrated throwing system. That is not a joke. Come on, Titch, can you open up? I hate when this happens. Come on. I have clicked on this 3 times. It is on the taskbar on the bottom where it can immediately open with no hassle. Why the fuck is it taking a minute to open? I guess we'll have to wait it out for a bit then, huh? Meantime, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Where is it? There it is. Because it does show up, I don't want it blocking out the screen. Alright, there we go. Ah, come on! Hold on. I forgot that that's a thing with the lurk bait for some reason. Like, it just decides to go ahead and take up the position of a lurk bait whenever it opens up before it. Like, why? Why? And why are 3 of them open? Alright, hold on 1 second. Boom. And then boom, we're good. Okay, give it a sec. Boom, 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 and boom. Alright. There we go. And the lurk bait opening. Gonna have to fix up whatever issues just arised from that shit with Tits. Hold on. Alright, think we're good. Anybody want to toss a line? Well, just for purposes of seeing. That sentence reminds me of an old video of somebody cosplaying a shapeshifter. Nice. Ah shit, I forgot my it's in the car. That's funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, real quick, just to see if lurk bait is working. Anybody want to cast a line real quick, just to see? Just need to make sure that it isn't brokey. Anyways, I got 2 PT for now. What does that mean? If you're on by the time I return, I'll hop back into stream. Okie dokie. But yeah, I believe if that won't be the case, though, I'll at least let you know real quick there, Diamond. There will be, as I said before, a stream later tonight, so you can catch that if you don't come back in time. Hey, Joe. Physical therapy? Ah, okay. Yeah, take your time there, my friend, and hopefully everything goes great. Or at least as decent as it can. In the meantime... Alrighty. Anyways, see you, everyone. Yep, you have yourself a good rest of your day, Diamond. Hopefully physical therapy isn't too painful. Me personally, I have never had to deal with physical therapy myself, but my mom as of late has been having to go through physical therapy a bit. And from the way she acts, I can definitely tell that it is not something that she wants to do anymore. Oh boy! My pen just hit like the edge of the iPad and it just flung out of my hands. Alright, just get rid of the bottom with all this. Do a bit of that just to get the idea across for grass. Continue with that now, and then hot damn. Hot diggity damn, boy. Okay, and then we got little white flowers in the bottom there. this a couple times. Just hopefully get the idea across. Are there any sorts of like buttons? There's not. Alright. Yeah, that's looking nice. There are a lot of flowers in this one batch, so there's definitely gonna be a bit of time spent on this and this alone. Depending on how it goes, I might need to end it just before the 2-hour mark, and then we might save it for Friday. Yeah, to be honest, I think that might be what we'll do. I hate to say it, but I think we may possibly continue this on Friday. Depending. Sure. To be honest, I'm kind of a little surprised of the fact that this is actually kind of like, that these are actually kind of like showing off as like flowers. At least in the best of ways that I can portray them as flowers. Because, like, I mean, look at that. How am I going to be able to draw all these with a brush that is like this? Like this. Yeah, that is good right there. That is good right there. Hold on. I got a little bit of the snot wanting to go ahead and escape my nostrils. So hold on one second. Sorry for this, by the way. Oh. Whew. All right, that's out of there. All right. not to eat your own snot. Yeah, just go ahead and give it the little bit up the immune system. Yeah. You know, funny enough, I don't even know if this is actually correct or not, but I heard, my mom found something online, and it said that, like, apparently snot is just, like, congealed nutrients. I don't know how accurate that is, or even if it is real, but that's what I've at least heard, or at least, like, some sort of, like, Something that, funny enough, is good for the body. I don't know if that is accurate or not, but as far as I might be aware, it might be very wrong. You know, actually, hold on. I'm gonna find out real quick. It helps babies, children build up their immunity. Yeah, hold on, actually. Let me see real quick. What is snot made of? Water, protein, cells, and antibodies? And people say that you shouldn't eat your own snot. Damn, no wonder I haven't really been able to get, like, sick as of late. You know, I guess that would actually make sense considering the fact that when you do get sick, your nose does get all very runny. That's your body telling you, hey, here's your nutrients, eat it up, bitch. It's kind of funny to think. Oh, and there's actually... There's actually, like, something... A little chart showing, like, what the color of your snot means. Apparently, if your snot is clear, that means you're in the clear, and that might not even be bad. White and cloudy. You're contagious. The mucus has lost moisture and thickened because the tissues in your nose are inflamed and swollen. You likely have a cold infection or an allergy attack. Yeah. Yellow means that your cold or infection is worsening. Green, your body is trying very hard to fight off your illness. Pink or red, that's blood. Okay, that's obvious. I just realized my coworker is a gamer, streamer, trying to get her to spill the beans on the info. Kind of funny. Apparently there's brown snot. This could also be blood. Another possibility for this color is that you inhaled dirt or smog. Yeah, definite. I find it funny that people say that you shouldn't eat your boogers. Well, I mean, hey, if it helps give them proper proteins and nutrients, why the fuck don't we still eat it? We all about that green snot soup. Apparently green is not healthy. If it's clear, that's when you're good. Need that clear soup. Clear soup. That's just basically water. Kids don't give a fuck, yeah. The reason why is because it's filled with bad bacteria that the body is trying to get rid of, so you putting it back in your body might prolong your sickness. Oh. Yeah, that might make a bit of sense then. Well, I guess if you're sick, then you might not want to, like... you definitely might not want to, like, put that back into your body. If it comes out clear, though, then you might be in the clear. Also, I'm gonna just order a Frito-Lay burrito. Turning out to be like that, huh? You know, funny enough, I did hear one thing. This is definitely a bit unrelated, but I did hear one thing that apparently McDonald's brought back the snack wrap. I don't know anything about the snack wrap, so I can't really say anything. Because I never had it back then, and I don't know anything about it now. Hey, what's up, Reaper? You got any more crazy fucking whack-ass stories for us this time around? I'm kidding, please don't. Look at what I posted in your server. Oh boy, yeah, I'll look at it in just a second. Let me just go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. Yeah, considering the fact of how many flowers are going to be there, I think we might have to save that for a different day. We might save doing the rest of this on Thursday. Right now, for what we got, I'd say this is pretty alright. This is pretty alright. Okay. Yeah, we'll save that for Friday. Okay. You guys won't be able to see what Reaper posts is, but I'm gonna have the audio play and just go ahead and see what this is all about. Okay, hold on.
So the thing...
Immediately loud. Okay, hold on one second. Alright, what is this?
So the thing received a few buffs this season, but there is one nobody seems to be talking about that I didn't even want to make a video on because it's been saving my games. This shit has been allowing me to carry people in ranked with the thing and has led me to already being in Celestial right now. And that one thing is having 3000 HP as the thing. Now I'm going to show you how to do it right here. Basically, you just go ahead and when you do your slam down, you need to press that button like 50 times as fast as you possibly can. Now, it takes a little bit of getting used to, so if you try it in game and it doesn't work for you, do not worry. But when I say you need to spam that shit, I mean you need to press like 7 times within half a second. And some people just genuinely can't do that. So if you can't, it's unfortunate.
What the fuck? And people are spreading this information? Don't be spreading that information. Shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself. Like the fuck? I mean, the fact that it spread a little bit does kind of help out a little bit, especially as somebody who occasionally plays things. They broke the game with the last update. I bet. I bet. Alright, but yeah. So the Reaper I do have to say, but you kind of just caught us at the end of the stream pretty much. But to anybody that is still here, remember, we got another stream happening later tonight where we're going to be playing some more Marvel Rivals, so hopefully y'all will be looking forward to that. The Thing vs. Wolverine Juggernaut Challenge. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, boom, boom, boom. I'm taking a break from cutting my yard. Ah, okay, I see. Awaken slice for the yard, huh? Understable. Understable. Alright, immediately I see somebody that we could possibly raid, but at the same time, I kind of want... I see. Oh, they actually just started their stream. I was gonna say, maybe we might not raid because I don't know how deep into the stream they are. They practically just started, so why not? Okay, boom. Then a little bop, bop, bop. And then a little bit of this. Copy and a lot of that. Boom, and then boom. Alright, anybody that wants to participate in the raid, feel free to copy paste the message I just put into the chat. If you don't have the emotes, feel free to either use your own or some others that you like to use. Right now, we're going to go ahead and raid out to Emperor VT, the Emperor Penguin VTuber. Emperor. The fact that I had all caps on just didn't really help out in that case with trying to search him, but I mean, hey, we found him in the end, didn't we? Alright, boom, and then boom. Wait, actually, hold on. Before I do get ready to send this off with the raid, again, a small reminder. Later tonight, as I said, we're going to be playing some more Marvel Rivals, so y'all be on and ready for that. And anybody wonder what we're going to be streaming tomorrow? I have gone ahead and pre-ordered a game that felt a little more expensive than it should be, but with what they have in the game, I'm not going to complain too much. So definitely look forward to that tomorrow. What is it? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. Or you can go over to my Blue Sky. You'll be able to get a good idea there. But yeah. Boom. Let's go ahead and get ready to send this off properly. Yeah? Yeah. 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 Yeah, seriously though, this was very fun. We'll definitely continue this art piece over on Friday morning. So hopefully y'all that want to see this be finished up will look forward to that. But until then though, we'll just have to wait and see. But again, y'all look forward to what comes tomorrow and what will come up on Friday. And I may have some small news to come up over the week or even weekend. But again, we'll see as time flies. But till then though, thank you to everybody who's joined me since the beginning of the stream. I really do deeply appreciate it. And for those that stopped by to either say hi and or lurk for a bit, I appreciate all of y'all's as well. It means a lot you take some time to see us dumbass who smiles on your screen for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, seriously though, I really do appreciate y'all's. So y'all's have a good time over at Emperor's chat. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good one. I'm Star, signing out for now. See you tonight.